Hello everyone, thanks for the chance to present on our exciting and what's been very interesting work looking at ADOPT for South Asia as part of this project. I'm Llewellyn from CSIRO. Now ADOPT's a tool that's designed to help people understand and improve planning for adoption or adoptability of innovations, and it's been a great opportunity to develop that capacity in this project and the capacity for ADOPT to play an ongoing role. So we know that adoption of innovations in farming systems can take many years and decades. So the reason for a tool like this is that it looks beyond the life of projects and what the impact might be or could be. Adoption typically lasts for much longer than most projects, even a very long-lasting project like this one. We know there are large differences in adoption rates between innovations and farmer populations. So it's been an opportunity to look across a whole range of regions with adoption. We know that better foresight of likely adoption rates and the reasons for low and slow adoption can inform planning and strategies. But we also know that despite the vast amount of adoption understanding and literature, it can be hard to apply in a practical way. And that's why ADOPT's been designed to be a workshop tool that's easy to use, as well as a research tool looking at that adoption forecasting. So what we did, we applied, evaluated and adapted ADOPT for the project region, and importantly with the project partners, including researchers and those out in the regions. And like I mentioned, ADOPT is very much put into place to not only predict, but also to inform and engage. So just a little bit about ADOPT. It involves working with local expert groups to collect information and understanding around not just the innovation itself, but characterizing the target populations and get a better understanding of the target populations and their characteristics that might interact and influence adoption. And it generates that output of expected adoption rates and the sensitivity around that, which is an example of the output there in the bottom, the diffusion, the proportion of farmers who've used that innovation over time. So what did we do? We ran these hands-on workshops, which were excellent in the different regions, Nepal and India, including at the university, and with a large group of students, as well as extra workshops who are very keen users. We collected that local expert input and we tested it for not just the innovations in this project, but also old innovations, ones that have probably already achieved the likely amount of adoption they're likely to achieve, so that we can look at how ADOPT would have performed if it was used at the start of that process. We found more effective tool improvements, including lots of improved wording changes that make it better for this South Asian context and for the context of this project. And we also identified a lot of other important factors that aren't necessarily included in ADOPT specifically, but need to be considered when using ADOPT, and they were captured in that article there. In terms of the data, it was only late in the project we got the best of the actual diffusion data, data from adoption and surveys, and that came from Brendan Brown and his team, looking at a whole range of regions, which you can see there on the right. Just looking at the Cooch Behar, in this case, the data from there is looking at the rotivator data, just in this case, where adoption's been happening for a long time, and it lets us look at how ADOPT would have performed against that, which really helps us improve it. And so far it's performing pretty well, but there's a lot of other regional differences that we'll be looking at even further as we go on. And thanks to Sudazim for generating these curves. So finally, what's available now, what we've created, as well as this experience with applying ADOPT. There's a new Smallholder ADOPT version that we've generated. It's a prototype beta version that's available now and available for free and will be ongoing. So you can access that through the ADOPT website. And it's got these improvements, and it will continue to be improved too as we get more end user experience from hopefully face-to-face workshops further down into the track as they come. Thanks to the fantastic team involved with this project for the excellent work that they've done. Thank you.